Guys, I'm going to go through the clean and press exercise. So again, a lot of the exercises work well with each other. So for example, the bent over row, the deadlift, they are good foundational exercises for things like the clean and press. If you have a good deadlift, well, you have the foundation of the clean and press already. So an example would be, before you start with the clean and press, you want to have, to recap if you've seen the other videos, feet hip width apart. You also want to have your hands just outside of the knee. So from this position, you'll be able to see, I'll turn around in a minute as well, but you want to go into that deadlift position, keep the bar nice and close to your shins, keep the toes pointed forward, keep your chest out so your back's level and straight, as you can see from my position. You don't want to be in this position. You also don't want to be in this position where you're too low. You want to try and be in the kind of midpoint position. Slow up to the knee and up faster at the top. Okay, and then you'll press above the head. Press above the head. So that was in a bit faster. So to break that down, deadlift position, as we went before, hip width apart, keep the bar close to your shins. Once you get to the, you go slow, big deep breath. Once you get to the knee is when you go fast. So you go slow to the knee and explode above the knee, and then you catch. From that position, you'll then keep your hands nice and tight on the bar. You can then go dip down slightly and then drive above the head. So in full motion, up, in that position there. Okay, so that's that front position. I'm going to turn it around to see in a front rack position here, so you can see forward. Again, so feet this wide apart, hands just outside of the shin, chest up, back straight, slow to the knee, fast above the knee, catch in this position. You see my hands are nice and tight on the bar. From this position, you want to then go down slightly and then drive above the head. Back down. You can also, when it comes up to the shoulder, up, you can stop for a second. You don't have to go straight away. And then go again. So I want to go through the clean and press common mistakes. And I'm taking the weights off so you can see my elbow position. So when you're doing the clean and press, a common mistake for most people is when they're standing up, they pull the bar outwards and catch. The problem with that is they're overusing their shoulder rotator cuff. So they end up hurting themselves. And also it's very inefficient. So what happens is when you get to a certain weight, you can't really pick it up anymore. So you end up hurting yourself in this position. The right position would be elbows up, keeping the bar very close to your body. So you go down to the knee, elbows up and then catch, rather than, as opposed to out and in, you're going just in and catch. So I hope that makes sense. A good exercise to build this and learn is the high pull, where you just up on your toes. Up on your toes. There, where you keep the bar, you learn to lift, keeping your barbell close to you at the same time, which is easy for you to transition to the catch, as opposed to doing this, pulling the bar out and in. As I said, not only can you hurt yourself like that, it becomes very inefficient. You can hurt your back because you're leaning back too much, whereas you want to keep the bar close to you, elbows up high, and then you catch. Remember, this is a core and back exercise, and you're aiding it with the arms. Don't think you need to pull with your arms really, really hard, because that's a common mistake. When you overlift, you use the arms in a way that you pull it, then you end up doing this common mistake. Whereas if you, in a situation where you use your hips, you drive, you use your glutes, you keep the bar close to you, you're actually using the power from here and here, as opposed to using your arms to drive it up, because your arms are only so strong. So once you get above 50, 60, maybe 70 kilos, you'll never be able to go any heavier, because your arms can only take so much. Whereas if you learn how to use your hips efficiently, you can then lift a lot more weight through your body, and then you simply catch it on the shoulders at the top. I hope that helps.